All right, AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, Indiana. Time for the Music Box again. I'm Tony Arteaga, your host. And all you fans out there, if you know who this is, you know who I'm playing. In the house, sitting across from me, he's a very young, handsome man. A lot of the ladies love you, don't they, man?
I think so, yeah.
You there?
I think so, yeah.
I think so too, brother. Yeah. Frank Ruvoli sitting next to me. Say hi, man. Say hi to everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Dude, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
Yeah, well, you know, this is your song, obviously, Shoe Corner, off of your CD, Places I've Been.
Yeah.
Now, I when you gave me this, it was over at Nick Azonis's opening, but you got on the stage with him, you and your buddy Brian.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, this album, it's your second one, right?
That is my first actual EP. I actually came out with an album like demo that I handed out for free a few years ago.
Okay.
So that was to grow fans. So technically I did have an album prior, but it was really just something I could hand out and give away for free to gain fans and stuff like that.
Yeah. I hear you. I got you. All right, we'll definitely jump in about this more and about your first album then, because I didn't know about it until, you know what I mean? But if anybody wants to give us a call, 219-861-1632. That is my hotline. You want to give Frank a call, want to request a tune. You don't mind doing requests, do you? You're going to jam live today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun here. So if you want to tune in, you want to call in, once again, 219-861-1632 is our phone number. And we're also broadcasting live on WIMSradio.com, and you can also get us on the free TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app for your mobile device, and you can take us anywhere in the whole wide world. You know, and then we're also streaming live. Well, no, I'm not doing the streaming live because I even though Mike Sanders showed me how to work the cameras, I forgot. You know what I mean? And it was like a week ago, and we were in here eating, having a good time, and it's like, but I mean, you're recording it.
I am.
So eventually Frank will be putting more of that stuff up on. Now you have a regular page, a private one.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you also have Frank Ruvoli Music.
Yes.
And that's where most of your fans go, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And that Instagram and YouTube.
What do you like doing best? Instagram or YouTube or Facebook? Me, I'm a Facebook guy.
Yeah, I think Instagram's by far my favorite, and
How come?
It's the easiest too.
Is it? See now, I have an Instagram page too, but I don't go to it because to me it's I don't know why I don't get it, man. I try to. I'm trying to think the last time I even posted anything on there. I think it was a video of. Last summer when the waves were going really crazy, off Lake Michigan, and the waves were just unusually high. But it was over a year ago. That's how long it's been since I've been on that thing.
Yeah.
So how is it easier to you?
Well, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and it really is. I mean, if you capture something that's eye-catching, you're going to get a lot of likes and a lot of people.
Well, you could do it on Facebook too, though. No,
you can. But the cool thing that I like about Instagram is the use of hashtags and Geo Tagging.
Okay.
So with the hashtags, I can reach people that might have posted something in the same hashtag, something that's kind of similar. And people may search a hashtag that, doesn't really relate to me in any way other than I hashtagged a photo.
Right.
And if it's eye-catching enough and, they like it, then they'll start following me just because they like my photos, and then they figure out more about who I am and what I do.
I got you.
So
what I am and what I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the girls see the pretty face, and then you play guitar on top of it.
Yep.
Oh, you're a singer. Yeah.
Exactly.
'Cause when I first started talking to you, when we met at the party, that's what you actually told me about when you were in college, because you went to Wabash, right?
Yes.
But when you were in school, you didn't start playing guitar until you were in college.
Yes.
Correct. And we'll go over this again. What made you pick up the guitar?
Well, it's something I always wanted to do, but it was obviously. It's a
Get
thing
chicks,
that,
man, right?
Yeah, girls love it, and it'd be the life of the party, when you're out there playing guitar, everybody's hanging out, and you have a fire started in the front yard, and you bring out the guitar, play the covers, everybody loves it, so you're the life of the party.
Yeah, it seems like more women flock to it too. Then eventually, so yeah, it's always a good thing. So, but basically, you started learning how to play the guitar because you said you liked it, but it was to meet women.
Sure.
And all that, right?
Sure. Well, I've been with the same girl for a long time.
Well, no, that's good, though. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to get you in any kind of trouble. What's your girlfriend's name?
Danielle.
Danielle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Danielle.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably how you hooked her, right? Come on.
No, that was the good looks. The good looks hooked her, I think.
Good to see you have no lack of confidence there, my friend, man. That's all. Danielle, if you heard the number, call in. Love to get your side of the story.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. But okay, well, so then while you were in college, weren't you also playing sports?
I was. Well, I played baseball my whole life.
Okay.
And I went to college to play baseball. Then I hurt my shoulder.
What position were you playing?
I was a catcher.
You were a catcher.
I was my whole life.
I mean, don't take this wrong. I mean, I'm a tiny dude myself, but I mean, did I even say this to you at the party?
You might have, yeah.
Because I was like, you were, I would think I was waiting for you to say, maybe first base, third base, shortstop, maybe even the outfield, because the little guys were quick. You know what I mean? So I figured, and catcher.
Yep.
How did that? I mean, dude, didn't you get beat up a lot?
I loved it. I loved blocking baseballs, and I loved it. It was, it's funny because when I was younger, I was chubby and slow. So I was a little bit bigger. So that's why I had no problem putting the gear on.
Well, yeah, but how tall are you?
Right now, maybe 5'11", maybe 6 foot if I stand on my tippy toes.
Yeah, okay. Well, but still, man, okay. I don't know. Well, okay. So how long you played catcher through your whole entire career?
Yeah.
When did you start? When you were in Little League?
Yeah, maybe about 7 or 8. But
wow, that young.
Yeah. Okay. But my grandfather was a catcher, and he was, I always spent a lot of time with my grandparents. Okay. And he actually almost caught for the Cubs. Well, he was offered a contract with the Cubs out of high school.
Wow.
Back in '43. And then, so he was the bullpen after he graduated high school. He was the bullpen catcher and practice catcher for the Chicago Cubs. And then keep in mind that time, World War II was going on. That winter, he got drafted in World War II. Where in the next year he could have played. He could have been
playing
catcher for the Cubs. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So he went to World War II, and then he got hurt in the war, but came back and played semi-pro with the Sox and Cleveland Indians.
No kidding.
And then after that, kind of his injuries, he knew he wasn't going to get back up to the show. So he went into insurance and had a great career, but. So I just always, all his baseball stories, and seeing old pictures of him being a catcher and stuff, I was like, I want to be a catcher.
That one made you interested in the position then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Obviously gave you a lot of pointers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, all right, let's speed ahead to again, back to your music.
Sure.
When you started playing guitar, now are you self-taught or did you at first take lessons?
I didn't take any lessons for guitar. I just learned off YouTube.
Oh, okay, literally just watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I went on, and you can scroll through songs, how to play this song, how to play that song. So I didn't do any traditional lessons. I just went and said, all right, how to play. The first song I ever played was "Home" by Chris Daughtry. That was when he just got big off Idol and everything.
Yeah,
and love that song. So I just started with that song and tried to learn that, and then grew from there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So how many with watching on YouTube? How many hours a day would you do that before you really started catching on with everything?
Yeah, I didn't put the guitar down. I was in a fraternity, and they probably were getting sick of hearing me playing the guitar all the time because I was playing all the time.
Oh, so you're all right. Yeah, didn't your roommate be like, hey man? I mean, because I'm sure you starting out, I'm sure you were hitting all kinds of sour notes, right?
Yeah.
Did he want to bash that thing over your head?
Maybe, but when he got back from class, I would just go in in the basement or something. So I would hide and play.
Well, I don't know how Wabash is. My cousin went to SIU, and when I would go down to see him, his dorms until he joined the frat, the dorms, you're talking about, small rooms. If you go down to the basement, I mean, people would still hear you. Didn't you drive people crazy at first?
Probably.
But you didn't really, but they didn't say anything to you.
No. I mean, I kept it as quiet as I could to make sure I was doing all right, and
gotcha.
I didn't want to bother anybody, but it all worked out.
So when you started, when you finally got a bunch of chords down, and you're like, okay, I can handle this pretty well. I know what I'm doing, and you can apply the rest and everything. When did you start writing music, or was writing everything you've done since you were younger?
No, you know what? When I was younger, I remember writing poems in middle school, and I kind of stopped doing that because I think I got made fun of. So I stopped doing that for a while.
Yeah, sure.
So I stopped doing that, and I think it was maybe a year or a year and a half after I started playing guitar. I was like, you know what? I want to write some songs and have some original stuff.
What gave you the bug to do that?
Well, I was I thought whenever you play covers for somebody, you're always getting compared to that artist that has made it famous or whatnot.
Sure.
So as I was learning guitar, I was still not that good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start writing songs and start being like, hey, I wrote this song. What do you think? That way, there's no comparison other than am what I saying connecting with you, or the chords am I playing? Is that making you want to dance or something like that? Right. So it was kind of a twist between I want to kind of step away from cover, being judged with covers, but then also kind of express myself and what was going through my head too.
I gotcha.
So,
well, when you started doing covers, who were you covering most? Who influenced you?
Early on, Chris Daughtry. I was a huge Chris Daughtry fan. Yeah,
huge Chris Daughtry. Okay.
So,
and how about later on? After that, who else? Just name a few artists that you like. So
well, definitely Dave Matthews now all the time. And that was that's a story in itself how I started playing his music. But Chris Daughtry, Dave Matthews, a lot of the easier stuff early on, like Oasis, Wonderwall, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha. So,
Yeah.
but with going back to Daughtry, did you catch him on Idol? Is that where it was where you first heard him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
you've
thought
been,
he was
like,
awesome.
from the beginning. You've been following him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you ever gone to see him live or anything yet?
I have. He was actually my first concert in 2009, maybe.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
So-
a good time. How close were you? Where did you see him at? Did you get close to the stage and all that?
Yeah, my
Because that's the kind
sister-
of guy I am. I got to have to be right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it was a birthday gift from my sister, I believe, and she had us 16 rows off stage.
Oh, man,
So-
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it was at the Sears
Yeah.
Center.
Okay,
And,
okay, yeah.
They have like the big T kind of stage where he can walk down the
Yeah,
aisle. So when
yeah.
he got down the middle part, we were only like 2 rows away. So
See,
it's
that's
pretty
great
cool.
that when you can do stuff. I mean, to me, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
People. I guess that's would be like my thing. I just love going to concerts. I love hearing live music, whether it's people that are real famous or local artists.
Right.
Especially like somebody with your talent, and you sit and you listen to, like, with your album, and it's like every song, it's good. Like your whole EP, it was like listening to a story. And then at the same time, like your album. Who designed the cover? I remember we were talking about
Yeah,
this before.
that's my fraternity brother, John Volsel.
John Volsel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's incredible. He lives out in Cincinnati area.
Okay.
But,
Because what I was going to say about his drawing and then your music, when you look at the album cover, to me, it's like, it gives you an idea, like, this is what it's going to sound like. And I don't know, like, if he draws that way, or if he listens to your songs, or you guys collaborate together. But I mean, looking at the album, and then when I played it, it was like, it was just relaxing. And we were talking about this off mic about, your sound. We're like, I was saying jazz fusion, but like how you said, beachy.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I've ever heard anybody describe their music that way. But I mean, it's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's how the picture looks. And
Yeah.
so it was like, I was trying to think that when I'm listening to your music, it was like, man, this would be great if it was just right by the ocean, or in a window open and the breeze flowing through it, and,
Yeah.
and there's the water right outside. That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Now, is that how you mostly write? Because I mean, this is the first stuff I've heard from you. On your first album, was that all the same way?
No, I think my first album was kind of more rockish, to be honest with you. More, I mean, there were, some love songs. It was the first one. Again, I demoed it at first, and so I did all the recording, and I listened back to it now, and I'm just like, oh man, that recording's kind of rough. So I definitely want to re-record, remaster, and re-release that album as like an actual product.
Okay.
Because I used to just burn it from my computer and hand it out. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're doing what every
Right.
any local artist.
Getting
where
started, yeah.
You're getting started, and you're not everybody's a millionaire where they can just go
Right.
and have something produced like that. So you're just doing the best you can with that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But how do I want to word this? How you said you want to redo the whole album, but when you listen to your music, are you like your biggest critic? Where like every little song you're hearing, you're like, oh, I could have done this different. I should have done this over here that way. I mean, are you really hard on yourself to where like everything almost you'd want to redo the whole thing?
I think in the sense of just like this EP, I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
Like the way it ended up, I was, there's a couple things I hear that I'm like, I should have fixed that, but very happy with. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very happy with that.
Well, what song?
I would say Sweetwater, which is actually a song that a lot of people love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I can say, I love that tune. Because like I was telling you, to me, my favorite is Live and On Forever. I like that one. I love them all, but that's my favorite. Because it's just the sound of it, the way it is.
Yeah.
And I'll, if you either want to do it live or I'll play it off the EP, whichever way you want to do it. But I'm definitely going to play that song today so people can understand what I'm talking about. You want to do something live right now? Do you want to do something from your first or this album, or you said you have new stuff? What do you want to play first?
Yeah, we can do.
You want to do something live right now?
All kinds of stuff. Yeah.
What do you feel like playing?
I will play. Let me see. I will do. Let's see what chord comes out first.
Yeah, no problem.
Are you gonna play? Well, they've heard a little bit of Shoe Corner. I can do Shoe Corner live.
Right, yeah. Well, Shoe Corner, I use that just to come in and out of. If you want to do it live, you want to do it, that's fine.
We can do. Actually, since we were talking about the first album that I used to give out, I'm gonna do What You Got.
What You Got.
That's what the album was called, and it's the first song off the.
Okay, first song off the album was What You Got from What You Got.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what it is just about digging deep and showing what you got to do what you want to do.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, right here, Frank Ruvoli on the Music Box on AM 1420 WIMS.
Yeah, you wanna be more than what they think of you. Get on up and keep on pushing through. It may be hard to see the light, but you know it's one hell of a sight. Oh, so what you got? Yeah, no, let me see. Oh, what you got, baby? Give it up for me. Yeah, so what you got? Yeah, no, let me see. Oh, what you got, baby? Give it up for me. Yeah, let's get drunk until we can't feel feelings in our lives. They just passed us by. Oh, that's a way to jump. We can't deal with his problems and he hopes his life leaves him behind. Yeah, so what you got? Yeah, no, let me see. Oh, what you got, baby? Give it up for me. Yeah, so what you got? Yeah, no, let me see. Oh, what you got, baby? Give it up for me. Come on, baby, show 'em what you got. Show 'em what you're made of. Don't let them get you down. You can do it if you believe in yourself. Oh, yeah. So what you got? Yeah, no, let me see. Oh, what you got, baby? Give it up for me. Yeah, so what you got? Yeah, no, let me see. Oh, what you got, baby? Give it up for me. Give it up for me.
Yeah. Dude, awesome. Frank Ruvoli right here on the Music Box, everybody. You want to get a hold of him, give us a call, 219-861-1632. You're a fan of him out there. You want to hear requests, give us a call. We'd love to have you online. Have anybody ask a question for you, and, once again, album, Places I've Been, or actually it's the EP, 6 cuts, 6 tracks off of it. Where can I go to get this, Frank?
You can go on my website, frankruvolimusic.com, and order it from there. Mm-hmm. It's also available on iTunes and all the online distributors, and then you can also stream it on Spotify.
Oh, you're on Spotify then too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's well. See, from going on your computer now to all the way to Spotify, man. That's awesome.
Isn't it funny how it works?
You also bring them to all your live shows. Everybody can get a copy.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how often do you get out to play a gig? Are you a guy are you always constantly trying to find something on the move, or do you take a break sometimes, or like only do a few sets here, a few sets there during the week, or throughout the month? How do you to work?
The last few years I've been pretty on the go. Try to play wherever I can. I think it's a great way to meet fans, and a lot of people that have been following me around started by seeing me out live, and it's a great way to meet new people and kind of gain attention. And also I think I take pride in my performances too, in the way I am on stage, or so I like to have people see me perform because I get really animated and kind of dance around and play guitar.
When I first caught you over there at Nick's, I know you only had a little bit of time, so really they can get to see how really get into things. Mm-hmm. But when you do a normal show, you do like 2 gigs in a night, right? Or you have 2 sets? Is that how
it's usually 3 hours? Yeah,
3 hour set.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
take a little break, but I mean you go straight through, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, awesome. And it's a lot of fun. I love playing no matter what, but when my buddy Brian Mundy, who you met, my lead guitarist and our and my duo partner, man, to play with him, it's great because him and I both get into it, and then he'll start leading, And the cool thing about what we do is we've been playing together. I think we started playing, back in 2013.
I was just going to ask you, when did you guys get together?
We met. He's actually grew up with my cousin, Small World. I didn't know him until we met and started playing. We met at JJ Kelly's open mic.
Oh yeah, over there. What is that? Lansing.
Lansing.
JJ?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he was friends with my brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law said, "Hey, you should play guitar with my buddy. He's been playing for years."
Mm-hmm.
And then him and I just met it by chance at JJ Kelly's Thursday open mic that they have, and
awesome.
Yeah, so we played that night, and it just seemed to like flow perfectly, you know. And so then we started playing together ever since. And we don't practice at all, which is kind of weird. We're just all about like in the moment.
Okay, but you guys know each other well enough. When you jump in together, it's like a hand in a glove, right?
It is. It's weird because I'll know when he's finishing a solo because they'll either like give me a look or like I just know like it's just the way it's been for so many years. You know, it's been I don't know 3, right? Did I say 13?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's been almost 4,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, I mean him and I just get along so well. I mean we don't practice. We show up and. Not that we don't care about it. We just think we don't want to have anything that's just set where you come out and see us and it's the same solo Brian did last time or it's the same way we played it.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys as musicians, you get tired of the same old thing too sometimes, I'm sure, where you want something to keep it fresh.
Yeah, so it's fun for us and we want to make sure that we could change songs up sometimes where it's fun for you to come see us numerous times.
Everybody puts their own little twist on that, especially, being your own self and your own artist, you always have a little twist on something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's great to have him because it's, if I'm playing a song, I'm being rhythm, I'm kind of staying to the same, same kind of thing the whole time, unless I maybe change up a few chords or whatnot. But then I have him solo. It's fun to watch him, it just kind of brightens up me as, playing the same songs. And you have him and he goes off. So it's cool.
Now, both you and Brian, you guys are both solo acts, correct?
We do. Yeah. We do solo acts, but we're
okay. Well, now when you guys, since how you said you guys gel together so well, have you ever thought about this becoming a duo all the time?
Yeah. Well, we try to anytime we can. Anytime we can, we're together. Because we both like playing together.
So how long is? I mean, he's been obviously playing guitar. Did he start late too, or was he always like somebody early, or did you know?
No, he. I think he started
as a kid
in either high school or college.
Oh, okay.
But he's been playing for maybe 10 years already.
Okay.
So yeah, and he's cool. He doesn't even use a pick, so he uses all fingers when he solos and stuff, which is pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's a nice style. People have different ways of playing and everything. Well, the one question I wanted to ask you is like, you have a great voice, singing. Well, when was the first time that you actually like, hey, I can actually sing and I can get up and do this and not get booed off stage?
Well, what's funny is I still don't think I could sing.
Oh, man.
That's something which I'm always happy to hear that people think I sound good.
Yeah, real good, man.
So my first taste of performance, which is why I like it so much, was 5th grade choir.
Oh, wow.
I was in choir in 5th grade, only year I did choir, but we had a new music teacher. His name's Mr. Zach, and he's at Coling. And he was, new, cool, trying to get everybody to get into choir because that's, he had to do choir as a music teacher.
Sure.
And so I did that for that full year. And in the Christmas play, I was Elvis.
Oh,
so I had like a solo singing an Elvis song.
No kidding.
And I did my, slicked my hair. I had my sleeves rolled up. It was like the
jailhouse rock scene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
no kidding.
I remember dipping the microphone on stage and just going crazy. And
so you were like, you were a ham right off the bat.
Parents went nuts, and it was so cool, to hear a standing ovation of both laughter because the little kids doing Elvis, and cheer. So that was really cool.
Well, and you're putting your spin on it, like you said, dipping the whole, the microphone and everything.
Yeah,
I mean that was all you ad-libbing and everything, right?
Yeah.
Well, so that's so you're a performer since you were a little kid is always inside you then.
Yeah.
Well, what finally after the 5th, because a lot of kids when they're that young. And only in 5th grade, what gave you the courage to keep doing that? Or like to where how you're doing it and performing now?
Yeah, well then middle school there wasn't really any opportunities for me to perform, so I've always been kind of a jokester. Like in a group, I always try to be the one that makes everybody laugh or skits, does impressions or whatever. So I kind of always perform that way in whatever group of people I'm in. Okay. And then in high school I was on LCTV. I went to Lake Central.
Oh,
so I was a TV personality.
My nephew went to Lake Central.
Yeah, so I was a TV personality doing the news, and
they have their own little. Oh wow,
yeah, and doing different skits. So it was always fun because we had a pretty, everything was pretty relaxed as long as you stayed by the guidelines. So you can kind of do anything you wanted to in your skits, and it was so great to do something hilarious. And the news always played in the morning, first or second hour. So, you get out, you play your skit that you've been working on for the last couple of weeks, and then you're walking around school and everybody's like, "Oh, that was hilarious! Couldn't stop crying in class," or
yeah, it sounds like almost like a
almost like SNL kind of meets the news. It was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. So that was 3 years I did that in high school, and that was awesome because everybody.
Well, with doing that, did you ever think about getting into like acting or playwriting or doing plays?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool too. Yeah.
Did you do that, or was that?
I didn't. No.
You just stayed with the TV.
With the TV, yeah.
Okay.
And then music, and then I started doing music, and then I was like, man, I think it'd be cool to get out in front and perform.
Yeah.
And
well, good you did, man. Glad doing everybody a favor. You are, man.
Thank
Sound
you.
great.
Thank you.
So, all right. AM 1420 WIMS right here on the Music Box. We're with Frank Ruvoli. Frank, we got to take a commercial break.
Not a problem.
We'll come back and then we'll talk more about your history. Jump in and we'll do a few more tunes off your album. Okay.
Great.
All right. Right here on the Music Box. AM 1420 WIMS.
So take me down to Shoe Corner where dreams really do come true. If you just untie and close your eyes, make a wish.
All right, AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, Indiana, right here on the Music Box. Welcome back. We're with Frank Ruvoli. Indie pop, rock, alternative. Covers like what you say, right?
Yeah.
What everything you do.
Or beachy.
More
that
beachy.
That
yeah,
we came up with today.
We're gonna say
That's what we
beachy.
came up with today.
That's what we're gonna use. Beachy. Every now and then. Beachy. That's the new music sound. All Frank Ruvoli's. Beachy. Right here. This is Shoe Corner right off his album. You guys want to get it? Once again, you said you can go to Frank Ruvoli
music.com.
Music.com. And then you're on Spotify,
iTunes.
What else?
And you can get it on at live shows. You can get it on. I think it's on Amazon as well.
And on Amazon.
All the online music distributors. So.
The EP is called Places I've Been. It's 6 tracks on it. I'm telling you, people, go out and get it. You're going to love it. It's a great song. A little bit of it right here that we're playing right now. This is Shoe Corner. And eventually, if you want to do this live or if you want to do it off the album, we'll play the song all the way through. I was like having intros to come in. And they say, wait, let's listen to it a little bit there. See, I mean, that's just like, Who's your bassist?
I am actually.
You did all the music too?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So let's say your bass is, man, funky, man.
I like bass a lot when I'm doing recording. I spend a lot of time doing trying to figure out bass lines. But also, I think when I write a song, sometimes on guitar, I'm almost playing a good bass line on guitar.
Okay.
So then I switch that to be the bass on the recording, and then I'll change up what I do on guitar for the recording.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, when you're doing that, are you recording everything so you don't miss anything, or so you can go back and listen to how it sounded, or you just kind of noodling around and playing it, and then when you find something?
Both. Yeah, both.
Okay.
It all depends. So when I write a song, it's just I'll have my guitar and my notepad, and I'll start writing down. And then when I go to the recording, that's when I'll start trial and error and trying to fill in, make a full production.
Okay. So on the average, how long do you say it takes you to write a song? Completely. Music and lyrics, everything.
It all depends. So there's a song out there called You're My Love that I could actually play here, whenever we do our next live one. But that song's going to be on the next album. And I came up with that song. Music came just like that. I mean, within 5 minutes, I started strumming the chords on the guitar.
Okay.
And I started pounding my foot as the drum. And then I started like mouthing. Like
so you're hearing
bass
everything
line.
in your head
Yeah.
as you're going along. And when you're writing it too, does it happen that way?
Sometimes, yeah. So
Okay.
again, that song I wrote, I think I finished that all in one day. I even recorded it all in one day just because I knew exactly what I wanted.
Oh, wow.
And so other songs take a while. I don't like to push out any music or lyrics. So I'll write, let it flow. And then as soon as I get stuck, I won't quit. I'll try to see I'll keep playing, maybe something
Try to
come
get
my
through
head.
it? Okay.
Yeah, and then if it doesn't, I'll set it aside. I have a notebook full of old stuff that I have.
All musicians say the same thing.
Yeah.
Piles and piles of notebooks.
Oh yeah. And then I'll just try to. I'll think of something and I'll say that will go great with this song, or I'll pull it out, a few months later and sit down and then something will come right out. Shoe Corner's funny because I had that music, the guitar beat.
The whole guitar and riff and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long before I came up with the song, and I was actually driving past Shoe Corner because I live right. Well, my parents live right over there. I live in Crown Point now.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was driving past Crown Point.
Amazing, man.
And I actually came up with that chorus while I was waiting to get to the stop sign.
Really?
So, yeah. And then I went home and researched the folklore of Shoe Corner.
Okay.
And so the verses are actually the two like common stories of how they think Shoe Corner originated.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you actually did research on everything then too, then with that song.
For that song, yeah, because
Yeah,
I wanted
for
to do it
that-
justice because it's a
I
it's a
get
good
it.
old landmark.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
historical
some
landmark.
people don't do that. You know what I mean? They see, like you said, you see it, and they just, it pops in your head. They just play it. They,
Yeah.
That's great how you did the background. on
Yeah,
all
well,
that
that's
stuff.
something I learned from when once I picked up music, I probably did a lot more music in college than I did my studying and the readings I was supposed to do because I would go to the
Just
library.
what your mom and dad want to hear, right?
Yeah, yeah. I would go to the library and actually research Bob Dylan, Beatles, Neil
Oh,
Young.
okay.
Like look at their interviews and anything that like where they talk about songwriting. That's when I started writing. I wanted to see what the greats did, or the people I admired.
Okay.
And so one of the things Bob Dylan, he used to do a lot of research because he wrote so many songs.
Oh yeah, and you know
and
what?
the Beatles too.
Dylan to me is a great music writer and everything, but I never really got into him. I don't know why. To me, Dylan is like an acquired taste.
Yeah.
People either you either like him or you don't.
Right.
But there's no denying his genius and his music talent.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna follow somebody that way, I know a lot of people say him, or a lot of people like John Lennon.
Yeah.
Or recently, Bruce Springsteen, but Springsteen was, influenced big by Dylan.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So, I mean, do you still do that now? Just since you're writing, do you still follow other people, still find interviews, see what they said, or do you pretty much just on your own now?
No, I do that all the time.
Okay.
I think it's important to always keep learning. So I find myself looking more into interviews and articles about the business as a whole. So
Yeah,
it's tough, and it's always evolving. So I think as you as an artist,
you really have to watch your old behind, as they say, because they'll take you for a ride.
Yeah.
All the the corporate people. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's the bad thing about it.
Yeah. Well, I've sent out demos and stuff before, and never got a response back. And I've sent out maybe not that many, I guess, but maybe about 10 in general. I sent out a lot on that one, probably the most on that one. I sent out something more recently, I think twice. But in my head, with the way technology kind of gives you,
you almost don't need them anymore now.
You really don't.
You don't. Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's a quicker taste.
Right.
But as long as you're patient and kind of learn the business on your own, you can have a pretty good career and make some things happen. So.
Well, yeah, no, you have the right frame of mind. So you don't let it bother you that way. Then.
Right.
You just keep doing what you're doing then.
Right.
What do you want to play now, man? What you want to do the you say you want to do a new track?
Yeah, I'll do "You're My Love" that I was talking
You're
about.
My Love.
I wrote quickly.
Now, do you already have a name for the upcoming album or no?
It's going to be called "Dreamers."
Dreamers.
Yeah, and that's another song off that.
All right, we'll talk about that after you play it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Once again, Frank Ruvoli, right here on the Music Box, AM 1420 WIMS.
This is "You're My Love." You stole my heart like an invisible thief. I tried to resist, but I did not succeed. You look down deep into my soul. You know me better than anyone could ever know. Won't you hold me tight within your arms? 'Cause I just wanna be close to your heart. You're my love. You're my love. You give me more than I could ever ask. And I know you don't care for any of it back. A golden heart is what you behold. And like a miner with his prize, I won't ever let you go. Won't you hold me, tie you within your arms? 'Cause I just wanna be close to your heart. Won't you hold me, tie you within your arms? 'Cause I just wanna be close to your heart. You're my love. You're my love. You're my love. Yeah, you're my love.
All right, Frank Ruvoli right here on the Music Box. Awesome, Frank.
Thank you.
Dude, I hope I'm not making you nervous. I'm just sitting here while you're playing, and you look up, and I'm just like cheesing.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I like it. I like the interaction.
Once again, you want to give us a call, 219-861-1632 is my Music Box hotline. Love to hear from you. Frank would love to answer a question.
Love to.
Take a request. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. So now, are you all done with Dreams? Do you have all the songs written? Are they all laid down? Are the tracks all finished?
They're all written.
They're all written.
The issue is finishing them on recording. There's a couple that
Okay.
There's actually one that I need to finish recording, and then there's just a couple that I keep listening to, and there's just something I don't like about it. So
You want to tweak it a little more.
So, but there's I think there's going to be 8 or 9, so it's going to be full length album.
Okay.
And maybe actually be 10, but yeah, there's a few that I think 4 or 5 that are completely finished that I listen to on my iPod all the time. That I have, that I just keep listening
that you're
to
happy
over and over.
with.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good.
So
And are you recording it at home, or are you in a studio?
I record at home. So
Okay.
yeah, so
you have your own little studio then, there? Or?
not really. I just record off GarageBand. And,
Yeah, okay.
I've done so much. Again, it goes back to the demo I handed out with What You Got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got such a good response about the songs, but I listen back to it and I say, man, I'm not happy with the recording. But a lot of people are like, man, it sounds great. You know, it's crazy that you did this and you're handing it out. Like, we love your song. So that really got me.
What is it about the album? I mean, what is it? The way it sounds itself, the recording, or are you just not happy with some of the, like we talked about before, some of the individual tracks, or?
Well, no, I love all the songs on there. All
Okay.
the songs I love on that. I think it's because I was so kind of young and fresh into recording, and I was trying to do it myself.
Right.
Just the ways of recording, kind of volume, EQ, that kind of stuff
Okay,
bothers
yeah.
me, which it might not bother somebody who doesn't know. You know, that kind of different stuff.
Yeah, that I can understand.
And
yeah.
then, and then just I was kind of so fresh into, you know, playing bass and drums at that point where I was trying to figure stuff out, where I know there's some better bass lines that can be on those songs on recording.
Okay.
So I want to
Yeah.
definitely do those songs justice because I love all of them. So
Okay. So when when you get Dreams done, is that your next project then, to tackle that and redo that one over again, or do you still want to just write more and just get that to that eventually?
I believe that as of right now, I'm going to go back to that one. But
Okay.
I do have enough songs to make another album. So it might even come down to something I was thinking, because people already have that demo. You know, I wouldn't want to redo that and then release that and be like, hey, here's my new, you know what I mean?
And they
So
already have it.
I think
Right,
I
yeah.
might do a double release,
Okay.
brand new,
All right.
and then songs that you guys have already heard, but here they are, nice and fresh, to sound
Yeah.
good for time. So,
Yeah. Well, I remember you could spin it as saying, like, you know, you maybe redid them a different way a little bit. It has a little different sound. You know, maybe that way so that way they don't feel like they're buying the same thing over
Yeah.
again, like how they think. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, some people get funny that way. Like,
Yeah.
They don't want you don't want them mad at you either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think I might just do a double release, which I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So-
Well, when you do that, are you gonna have like you gonna have a CD release party, or you're just gonna go out and just start playing and then start handing them out?
I might have a CD release party. I think it all depends. I've even, like, as I say, I do all the research about the business kind of stuff. There's even listening parties that can happen. So
Sure.
I might even do like, you know, come on down, my biggest fans, friends, you know, and come to this certain spot and we'll have a listening party.
Yeah, a
and,
certain venue where you're gonna play at. Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe play a couple songs off it live, but you know,
Okay.
I let them listen to the whole CD and
Yeah. No,
So,
that's good. That's
yeah.
a great idea.
yeah.
That's a great. Anyway, then what you said, maybe do a few tunes live too.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be a
There's
lot.
all
of fun.
kinds of different ways you can do it.
All
I
right.
guess.
Now, when you mentioned Brian, have you and Brian have you guys done an album together too?
We tried to do an EP last winter. It was actually before I recorded that. And we were going to do 4 songs. And we were actually with Kevin Martirosian and Ian Gill.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh Hops.
Yeah, yeah.
And, I mean, we were practicing. We got some good stuff. I mean, it was kind of weird because the way we practiced and the way that the things went, it just, when we recorded it, it didn't come out the way that we heard it. And so we're like, all right, well, let's put it out to the side, you know. And everybody agreed, so it was great. But we had a great time playing with each other and knowing the songs. And
I gotcha. Well, when you put it off to the side, were you guys frustrated with it, or because I mean, like how you said, it didn't sound the way you heard it, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So were you frustrated with it, and then are you guys going to eventually go back to it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was frustration. It was just, we listened to the playback, and it was like, this isn't what you wanted to have the outcome be. So
I got you.
But it's great, because playing with those guys, Kevin and Ian,
they're
get new ideas for the drums and bass, and
right.
So it's great. I mean, it was a success no matter what. It was a success because we did get a lot out of it. Sometimes just the recordings don't work out that way. So.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's probably happened a lot of times, right?
Yeah. Well, we actually went to a recording engineer for that, and I think that's why it was kind of difficult because for me, I'm used to now. I learned how to record because I want to record any time of the day that something pops into my head. I want to be able to lay it down. Yeah. But when you're paying for the hours, it's like, all right, well, we got to get this done. I only have so much money to spend here.
Right. Well, and then like how you said earlier in the interview, you don't like having anything forced.
No.
And when you're doing that, when you're going about it that way, you're definitely forcing it.
Yes.
Because you're under a time restraint, like you said, you're paying for the hour.
Yes.
And
I think that's exactly how we all felt. Like it wasn't relaxed and it was more forced. And nothing against who we had doing it. He's great at what he does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got great recordings out there. It's just sometimes the certain session doesn't work out.
Yeah, it doesn't vibe, and nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It just happens.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, like you said, live and learn. But then you're also saying like how you've always done everything yourself. You're kind of used to it that way.
Yeah.
Then. So do you think eventually, with you being that way, that you'll eventually maybe even build your own little studio then, and then just do all the recordings there by yourself and produce, kind of like be like Prince or something like that, where you just do everything?
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, that's kind of what I do now, just in my living room. But I kind of started a business behind my music called Fire Tree Records.
Okay.
And so what I would like to do, since I'm learning, the how to record well and get good recordings out of what I have.
Sure.
I would like to take other local artists and give them a few recordings where they can do EPs and stuff, and either just help them out and give them recordings, or say, hey, you want to be on Fire Tree Records, and I want to start pumping a lot of press out of this.
Kind of have your own label then.
Yeah, because
be a producer.
Yeah, because I was talking to John King about this not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
And I said, you know what? I think Northwest Indiana is really the Seattle of the 90s. Take away just the grunge genre.
A lot of talent here.
But there's so much talent, somebody's going to pop.
Yeah.
Somebody, if not a couple.
I think there's more than a couple. There's, the people, the talent here.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't believe, when we were at the party with John, I was talking with John, and him and I said, we get upset because we do our show and we love to have you guys, all the talent on, because I love to help people out, but it's like it's really amazing how there's really not as many venues.
Yeah.
That they're playing live music, but I mean a lot of these times, it's just a not insulting anybody in any kind of way, but it is what it is. It's just a bar where they kind of put you up in a corner somewhere, and they just move a table out, and that's your stage. And it's like, listen, come on, especially for all the talent that's out here, they should really have something more for all of you to offer.
Right.
So that way it'd be more, where you actually feel you're sitting in, or you're on a stage somewhere, and you're actually giving a performance.
Yes.
Instead of like, I'm background music while people are getting a little loaded, or, having some food or whatnot, what I mean? And so I just wish there was more like that. And I hope, I know like last night I just did an event with G4 over in Highland at the Silver Buckle, and they have that. I don't know if you've been it, but they opened up the other side called the Room.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah,
though.
Well, it's like that now. It's a venue where you perform big, huge, beautiful stage. The sound, and the guy, Tommy, the sound guy there, sound and light guy, phenomenal.
Really?
So yeah, anybody that I tell, you're looking for a great venue, go there. They're mostly country. That's the only thing that's kind of like, because a lot of with you, you would do great there. You would like it, but I don't know if anybody would, because of how it's all country.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a venue where it accepts all genres. So then that way, you don't have a stigmata. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, well, in Crown Point, what's like the biggest place there that for somebody like you, an artist, to play? Because you're going to be, where are you playing at this weekend, you said, or next weekend?
Well, last Friday night for my birthday. I had a birthday show at Tavern on Main.
Yeah. I wanted to say happy birthday to you again, by the way, because I know I wished you happy birthday when we were talking on the phone.
Yeah.
But how old are you now?
27.
27.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But I still look 21.
Dude,
I get carded everywhere.
You barely, I know, it's like 19, man.
Yeah.
27. You see, I'm sure you still get carded.
I do, all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, how come with your modern era, like your age, how come you're not like everybody else and trying to grow the whole beard and everything? And
because I can't grow facial hair. That's probably part of my problem.
Dude, you're like baby-faced, man.
Oh, yeah.
You got like one wild hair that just goes all out that way, right?
I can grow a little on my chin and like a little mustache, but it's nothing like to write home about. So
I got you.
I usually just shave it off.
Okay. So how was it?
It was awesome. Yeah, we had a good group, good crowd.
And did you play?
I did, yeah, whole time.
Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
So that was the first music that they've done. I think they had somebody play that like when they first opened back.
Give the name of the place again.
Tavern on Main.
Tavern on Main.
In Crown Point.
In Crown
Point, right
on
on the square.
Yeah.
And but I believe, according to Miranda, who runs the bar, she said that they're going to be doing music more often. So.
But you were the first ones that they had there, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, on Friday I was the first musical
act ever.
Well, like I said, I think they had somebody play when they first opened up.
Oh, okay.
Back then, but that was it.
Okay.
And then they haven't had anybody, so I was either the first. Well,
yeah, maybe you're the one breaking the ice there.
Yeah.
Because if they bring you back, she did talk about bringing you back,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, and then Three Monkeys Pub in Crown Point.
Yeah, I driven by it, but I never.
Yeah, they do music 3 nights a week, if not 4 or 5, because I'm actually going to start playing there every other Wednesday.
Okay. Well, then I'll definitely have to come and catch a gig out there by you.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're going to have acoustic music on every other Wednesday, which is going to be myself. And then I think they do acoustic music on Thursdays.
Okay.
And then I think they do bands Friday and Saturday, or just Saturday and mix it with a DJ.
So they're mixing it all up, like how you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet though, because a lot of people don't do acoustic either. Everybody wants to plug in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's Yeah. Have you ever? What makes you stick more with acoustic than using an electric guitar? You like? Is it just the feel, the sound, or?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I love acoustic over electric. Mm-hmm. And now when I record, I'll mix it around. Like you said, you love "Live On Forever," that song. So that song was electric guitar. But so in recording, I'll play with whatever I think sounds cool. But live, I love the acoustic guitar. I don't know if it's because I like. If I'm such a big fan of Dave Matthews, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, and a lot of, I know Neil would plug in an electric too, but a lot of the hot stuff that they had was always acoustic. So I don't know. It's just something about that sound of an acoustic that I love.
I think I think what it is too. It brings you back to a whole nother era. Because like what you're saying, Dylan. To me, Dylan, I'm trying to even think, going back a little farther, like Johnny Cash or even John Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Glenn Campbell. Sorry, they mostly acoustic, and it definitely has a sound.
Yeah.
And it's like more earthy, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like how we're saying beachy.
Yep.
But it just has that like a robust sound. So it's definitely, definitely fits what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's funny because my dad played guitar too, or he plays guitar. And that's probably another reason why I played so much guitar, is because he got back into playing guitar.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe my junior year of high school.
You ever thought about maybe gigging with him sometime, or have you already done that?
No, I haven't. I tell him to come on out, but he likes to play in the basement and rock out,
Sure,
covers.
Sure,
I don't know if he'd want to play actually live and do some solos or not.
You should ask him one time.
Well, I've told him, but
how about? I'm sure he's came some of your shows, right?
Oh, he's there all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him to bring his guitar with. And
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that would be great to see you and your dad up there.
It would be. Yeah, I'd enjoy it.
Well, I mean, when you're at his house, you guys obviously play there, right?
Yeah, we do sometimes. Depends on the day. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what tunes do you guys do together?
Home by Daughtry. That's what one we play because that was the first one I could learn, and then he was really into guitar at the time.
Yeah.
And he still plays, but not as much as he used to. But
so you guys have you do have a vibe with each other where you played, so you know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be great to have you guys back on, like have him be with you on a set.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, Indiana, right here in the Music Box. Going to take some more commercials and then go to the top of the break. Once again, right here with Frank Ruvoli. Want to give us a call? 219-861-1632 is how you get a hold of us. Oh, man. AM 1420 WIMS, Michigan City, Indiana, and AM 1060 WHIB, Benton Harbor, St. Joe. Yeah. There he is, Frank Ruvoli. Second hour right here at the Music Box. Once again, you want to give us a buzz. 219-861-1632 is our hotline number. Once again, broadcasting live on the web at WIMS Radio. And, of course, you can always get us online or on your free TuneIn app or your mobile devices. Just download the free TuneIn app, type in WIMS, and you will have us 24/7 anywhere you want to go.
Beautiful.
So Frankie, Frankie, second hour of the show, man. I don't know, what do you feel like doing?
I'm having a great time.
Oh no, I'm having a blast with you, brother. Having a good time with you. I'm just wondering, like I said, and you look up and you smile. I'm wondering if I'm creeping you out because when you're playing, I look at you. I actually watch you guys. Mm-hmm. When you play, I'm not fooling around. I just wanted to say, don't get offended when I look over here. I got to check the time. I got to make sure everything fits in. You know how it is.
No, not at all.
All right, once again, everybody, you want to give us a call, 219-861-1632 is the Music Box hotline. Give us a call, and request a tune. Frank would love to hear from you, all you fans out there. Now, that's one thing I wanted to ask you about when you were talking about your fans and how you were building a fan base. Mm-hmm. At what certain point in time did you start saying either like your crowd getting bigger or people returning, and obviously with people returning, they like what they're hearing, they like what you're doing. At what time, how many months into everything when you started doing it did you ever recognize that, or is that something you don't pay attention to?
No, I definitely pay attention. I think it's not like I'm it's not like I'm Bieber or something with millions of fans. So I try to make a personal connection with all my fans.
Exactly. Right.
I more don't even think of them as fans because they're more friends, especially the ones that I see all the time. There's a girl named Jen and her boyfriend Andy.
I thought you were going to say Forrest.
No. Jen saw Brian and I play years ago.
Okay.
And I actually joke with her and call her president of the fan club.
So she's been there since day one.
Oh,
huh?
She comes out she'll come out to every show that she can make.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, and then when her and Andy started dating, she's now her and Andy come to everything that they can make. So they're just very supportive, and and then there's multiple other people like that as well. So it's great, and you see whether they can make it to a show or not, because I play a lot. So if you don't make it, it's not a big deal. You catch me another time, Mm-hmm. But it's cool to also hear, when you run into somebody, they're like, oh, I listened to your CD the other day. I was like, oh, really? I didn't know you, I haven't talked to you in so long. They're like, no, man, your music's sounding great. Keep it up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or if somebody happens to stumble into a place you're playing and they're like, holy cow, I've never heard you play live. Like this happened just a couple weeks ago. Brian and I were playing at a place, and a lot of people I went to high school with came in. It was actually their 10-year reunion. They were a little older than me.
Okay.
And I don't think a few of them ever heard me play. They just knew I was doing music, and they're like, man, they go, please don't stop doing this because you are a lot of fun to listen to perform. It was just Brian and I acoustically, but as we talked about earlier, we really get into the performance and have fun and try to keep it up tempo. And so,
well, when you're on stage with Brian, what do you get? You guys like actually you jump around and?
I do. I'm more animated.
Well, that's good.
Brian moves around and plays guitar, but
he's comfortable right in his element though, right in front of the mic, right?
Yeah.
Where you're like all over the place.
Yeah, I dance.
That's
getting
good,
in his face. Yeah. So
he's kind of a big dude, man. I don't know if you want to do that.
He is, yeah, no.
Like knocking him. Yeah, you got it. Well, that's cool though. That's good. And then you can't deny it. The ladies love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, with the fan base and everything though, that's great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people you get your CD, but when you actually hear them say that to you,
yes.
Hey, I was listening to you yesterday. I love what you're doing. That's really gotta feel good.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Even when the best is not when they say, I heard your CD, I like your music. The best is when they have a specific song they like and they remember the lyrics, at least even the chorus to it. There's some people that mouth all the words, and I'm like, wow, this is, you always hear that in interviews with, people that are well beyond me, but they're like, oh, the coolest thing was when I saw somebody actually lipping the words to my song. It's something really cool about that.
Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's something when people notice that.
Yeah, and requesting original songs, it's like, man, that's awesome. You're going to request
I'd rather hear
my
something
song
that you
over
play.
a cover. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So,
it definitely got to boost the ego and make you feel good.
It does, yeah.
Well, what do you feel like doing now, man? What do you want to play? Do you want to do another tune? You want to play something off your EP?
Well, you could play Live On Forever. I like the recording of Live On Forever is way better than I'll do justice on acoustic. So
okay.
I know you like that song.
You want to give it a little front sell for the song?
Sure. Yeah, it's actually, I always try to keep everything upbeat no matter what. This is a little bit of a slower song, but it kind of pertains to the issue in the area of heroin use and opiate use. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge in the area. We're losing a lot of people. So
yeah.
It's affected my family. It's affected friends of mine. And, this song's actually kind of like just a mantra of try to fight it best you can. I don't, I've never used it, but I've heard it's hard. And obviously what you can see, it's hard to get kick. But Live On Forever is basically, and you'll hear the words. I know it feels the black and white, and I know you'll hear it in there, but it's basically just like, hey, keep pushing through. It's anybody really struggling with an addiction in any way. Just try to live on as long as you can and push through it and get past it.
Yeah,
So.
it's a positive influence. It's a positive message.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Once again, this is my favorite song off of Frank Ruvoli's EP. It's called Places I've Been, the EP. Okay, and this is Live On Forever, right here on the Music Box with Frank Ruvoli on AM 1420 WIMS.
The world is cold sometimes. It doesn't always harmonize. But every day the sun rises, it's a new day for you. Live on forever. Live on and don't you pass. Live on forever. Live on and don't you pass. I know it feels black and white, and the mix of gray still don't feel right. All I ask is that you give a fight. It's a new day for you. Live on forever. Live on and don't you pass. Live on forever. Live on and don't you pass. If you're afraid of the past, and then stop and lay down. There's nothing behind you with your back on the ground. Just look ahead to brighter days. Take my hand and I'll lead the way. Live on forever. you pass.
Love that song. Frank Ruvoli right here on the Music Box. Once again, the song is called Live On Forever off his CD or LP. I keep saying CD, but the EP, Places I've Been. That's my favorite tune off this album. So, but people, there's 6 other tracks on there. We're going to be playing more of them throughout the show. But I mean, that's my favorite, man.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about off air, the guitar, that whole, I mean, what would you even call that sound, like this wow, like whammy?
Yes.
Like the whole, it's just dreamy.
Yeah.
That's what it just made it. That's the
I forgot
vibe.
I forgot what the amp setting on it was, but it was something to dreamy kind of extent. It was like dreamy or super sonic or something like
something.
that.
That's like it's something on your amplifier that you can cue into.
Digital amp.
Yeah.
So I technically have all kinds of amps at home because I just plug the guitar into the computer and you can just figure out what amps you want.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Modern technology, man.
Yep. So like I said off air, I mean, you got everything you need if you keep working and figuring out what you need, how you want things to go. I mean, you can do a lot with a computer nowadays. So.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that takes a lot of time to sit and learn, though.
It does.
But you're that person that'll just plop yourself right down in front of something and stare at it until you get it.
Yeah, well, just like guitar, that's where YouTube comes back in. So I follow a lot of people on YouTube that are recording engineers.
I would get aggravated.
And they teach you how to do it.
I'm such an impatient person sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how, you do that.
Yeah.
Because, even here at the radio station, Sanders been trying to show me how to produce and edit and everything, make my own liners. And it's like, just do it for me. I don't get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he just laughs and he's like, you just go be a talent. I'll be your producer. Don't worry about it. It's like, just make me sound good, man. That's all I care about.
Right.
See, what you're doing that all yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my theory behind it is, it's not an easy, well, nothing's easy. And I think no matter what you want to go into, you can't expect people to help you, especially in music. Some people are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't be a musician. That's a dead career. That's a dead industry. But it's something that I want to do. So if I can't rely on somebody to help me, or if it's going to cost me a lot of money to do, then I might as well just learn it on my own and be able to do everything on my own.
Yeah. But that kind of attitude is what got everything done in this world.
Right.
I'll just do it myself.
Right.
And people that tell you about music, that just aggravates me.
Yeah.
It's a nowhere career. You know what? Like what we were talking about. What if Dylan? Because anybody that's famous like that, there's always that person, that friend, or relative that they say that to you.
Yep.
Now, and what would have happened if he would have took them seriously?
Right.
We would have never known the guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, to me, don't follow. I mean, follow your dreams, but I mean, you like what you're doing. You have a site. You have a real job, like you say. But this is what your passion is. You know what? You're doing fine in your regular life. With quotes. But if like what you're hoping, like with your music, some producer hears you, some rep. Next thing you know, you're selling out concert venues.
Right. Right.
Okay. And what would you rather do? Would you want to do that, or would you rather go back to what you're doing, in your real world job?
Yeah, no, I'll sell out venues.
Yeah, you'll sell out venues. Exactly.
Right.
Why? Because that's your passion.
Right.
And I think, like what everybody says, you if you find something that you love to do, you don't work a day in your life.
No. Not
And
at all.
so, and if people would really just do that, because even like right now, Frank, what you're doing, the music is kind of like a side project thing, but it's something that you love and it's something that you do, and you're doing it on your how you're doing it. You're producing your own stuff. You're learning how to. So
it's definitely it's really full time. I mean, it's so many hours put behind it, but like you said, I mean, it doesn't feel like it because it just. So much fun, you know what I mean?
Well, you love doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we can even, for instance, how you're saying it takes up your time. You like with your girlfriend Danielle. I mean, you have a girlfriend and you have a life, and it's not consuming you, but you're doing what you love doing, and and then obviously, with your girlfriend, you have somebody that's with you that understands your passion, and doesn't get in your way about it.
No.
So if everything was like that. It would be a lot better,
right?
People just don't ever listen to people tell you that don't do music.
Well, like they say, if there's a will, there's a way. So as I said, it's what's in my heart, right? It's what's passionate. So even if I can't get help for it, I'll figure out how to do it on my own, and I'll keep on moving forward.
Amen,
you know what I mean?
brother.
So,
yeah, amen. Yeah,
so that's the way you do it.
Yeah, like you have to.
Yep.
Because you do it on your own. And because if nobody's going to help you, fine. No worries. No worries.
Yeah.
So okay. Now, what other song do you want to do live? Because I know you said you know you wanted from your first album, and then the Dreams, the one that you're going to be coming out, Dreamers,
yeah,
that you're going to be coming out with. When are you going to drop that?
I'm hoping August.
In August.
Yeah.
This coming up August.
Yep.
Soon.
Yeah. Because like I said, I just have one that I got to finish fully, and then there's just a couple of tweaks I got to make. So really, if I can get a full day set aside, I can probably knock out a lot of that stuff and have it ready. I originally wanted to do it in August. So I'm hoping to stay because the EP was released, I think, August 16th of last year.
Okay.
So I wanted to do like a full year kind of thing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, and a couple songs that I finished that'll be on the album, like You're My Love and Good to Be Alive. I released those kind of over the winter time just to have something new that came out. But
I got you. Keep everybody like their interest and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wet their whistle.
So, yep.
Good. Cool, man. Yeah.
So
well, what do you feel like
August.
playing?
I can do.
Yeah.
I will do. Actually, I'll do a funny song.
All right.
It's funny to me, but a lot of people like this. This will be on the new album too.
What's it called, man?
It's called Monkey Call.
Monkey Call. Oh man. All right. Frank Ruvoli right here with Monkey Call on the music box.
It's about the infatuation of your loved one or somebody you may think is attractive, or that's what Monkey Call is.
How'd you come up with that name? How'd you come up with Monkey Call?
You're gonna find out at the end. You're gonna hear a monkey call, so it's gonna be you'll know why it's called Monkey Call.
You want to dedicate this to Danielle then? Is that
sure? Yeah, we can dedicate it to her.
All right, go ahead.
Can't dedicate it to anybody else, right? I'd get beat when I got home.
Yeah, you will.
All right, ready?
Go for it, bro.
All right. The monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being that boy that's gonna be all over you. Oh yeah. From the moment that I saw you, I was wishing I could bring you back down to my neck of the woods. I wanna make you mine till the end of time, and there ain't no lie when they call you a dime. Let's take a ride and look under the hood. I wanna scoop you up, girl, you are so good, and I see it in your smile that you think we should. So let's stop wasting time. The monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being that boy that's gonna be all over you. Oh, yeah. And now you spread your smile from ear to ear. I can see it in your eyes that you have no fear. You're tugging on my shirt just to make it clear that now you're on my side. And now we have arrived where we could be, hidden from the eyes that could see. It's only you and I, in your heart I have the key. So let's stop wasting time. The monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being that boy that's gonna be all over you. The monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being that boy that's gonna be all over you. Oh, hey, how? Here's the monkey call. You ready for it?
Go for it, man. Go for it.
All right. Oh, I just wanna get it in, do. I just wanna eat it up, ooh. I just wanna get it in, do. I just wanna eat it. The monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being that boy that's gonna be all over you. The monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being that boy that's gonna be all over you. Oh, hey, ooh, I just wanna get it in, ooh. I just wanna eat it up, ooh. I just wanna get it in, ooh. I just wanna eat it up.
Yeah, man. That is a fun song, brother. I guess you said everybody loves that tune the best.
Yeah, they do.
I get it. I
played it live a few times, and even some of the local guys, my local musician friends, they said they want to cover it, which is a good feeling too. So,
well, yeah. I mean, if you really listen to the words about it, man, it's like, dude, what a nice way of telling a girl how you're perving on her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was a really good. What was in your head when you wrote that tune? Oh. What were you thinking about? Where like you also you wanted.
You know what? Good question. I don't know. Probably.
You look at you're such a nice boy, and you play a song like that.
Yeah. Well, I try to relate with everybody. So.
No, exactly. No, dude, I'm giving you that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, but no, I mean, You don't even remember what you were thinking when that. I mean, obviously you said you wrote it for Danielle, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's like maybe I should just leave it right there then.
No, I think what I know I came up with the music on that first. I think the reason that became Monkey Call was I think I wrote those verses down prior. I think that was one of those songs that kind of built up. Mm-hmm. Like I had a verse here, verse there, and then. I think I started doing ooh ah one time, and I'm like, oh, that would be a great.
Yeah, it's a
and
great
that's why
hook.
it was called the Monkey Call. But then I think the chorus where it's the monkey in my mind is jumping right onto the thought of me being, that boy that's be all over you. Mm-hmm. I was thinking of almost like a hamster wheel in your mind, but I was like, I'm not going to say the hamster in my mind is running the wheel, and I was like, what else would be funny? And I think I saw a picture of a monkey or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but a monkey works. You know what I mean? They're mischievous. They're always up to something.
That's
right. what guy isn't up to that?
Right.
Exactly, man. AM 1420 WIMS right here on the Music Box with Frank Ruvoli. Frank, got to take another commercial break, and then we're going to roll back in the next half hour.
Great.
All right. Make sure to stick around, everybody. And again, you want to give us a call, 219-861-1632 is my hotline. Be right back.
Welcome back to the Music Box with Tony Arteaga on AM 1420 WIMS, the talk of the South Shore.
Oh, yeah. Frank Ruvoli. Right there. Listen to that Shoe Corner. EP's called Places I've Been. You want to get a hold of it, just go to frankruvolimusic.com. From there, you can get on all of the information, how to get his CD. It's on Spoopy and YouTube and where else you said, Frank?
Spotify, iTunes. Pretty sure it's on Amazon.
And of course, you go see Frank live. He'll have them right there, autograph them for you and everything. So once again, last half hour right here in the Music Box with Frank Ruvoli. You want to give us a call, 219-861-1632 is our number, or my number. So give us a call. So what's going on now for the rest of the summer with you, Frank? I mean, I know you got a lot of shows lined up, but what are you going to be doing this week?
This week coming up, I am doing a couple open mics. I am splitting an open mic with Brian at White Rhino, so we'll be a duo.
In Dyer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right by my house. When are you going to be there? This Thursday?
No, Monday.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow is Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow we start at 9, so I think open mic there goes from 9 to midnight.
Well, I think I'm going to have him come and late dinner and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, they got good wings.
You're literally like maybe 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the wings if you haven't.
And I was going to ask you. I never had the wings there yet. You know what I love? I forgot what the plate is. It's chicken breast. Mm-hmm. But it's double chicken breast, but they marinate it with some kind of like marsala sauce or something. Really? Oh, that's all I ever get there. I mean, they have great food. I've had a burger and all that, but I mean, anytime I go there, that's all I order on because I just love the way it tastes. It's like it has it's just like tangy and when it's just phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I love that place though.
I always get the wings there. The wings are awesome.
I have to try them. I never had their wings there.
I think they're on special on Mondays.
Are they
open mic? Yeah.
Is it really? Well, then maybe
don't quote me on that.
Well, no, that's all right. Hey, he said they were on special, so charge him, not me.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm gonna tell him when I come in there. Yeah. The cat playing the guitar. Yeah, he's buying my food.
I'm with the band. Put it on his tab.
I'm with the band. Don't you see?
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, but that's what I want to ask you. You live in Crown Point. Mm-hmm. I mean, you go all over the region. What's the farthest you've gone out, or as either as an individual or you and Brian together?
I think the furthest. I don't think I've gone past 2 hours. I try to keep everything within 2 hours, just because if I can't get something lined up back to back, then it's a decent enough trip where I can make it home.
Sure.
Late at night, you know what I mean? Where I don't have to buy a hotel or anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I could string together a tour, I would go a lot further. But I think the furthest I've gone is 2 hours. So I've been to Southwest Michigan. I've been to Holland. I played in Holland, Michigan in March and in May. That's about 2 hours. And then we're playing in the city. I played in the city earlier this month at Brando Speakeasy, but Brian and I are going to be at the Elbow Room on July 15th.
Okay.
And then, and then just a lot of local stuff. Like I'm at Pockrow Brewing in Griffith this Wednesday. I host an open mic there. And then Jack Desmond's in Chicago Ridge on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's all I have for the holiday weekend.
Chicago Ridge, that's a drive.
Not bad. It's about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's I don't know. The more you're in the car, shorter and shorter time feels like, you know.
Yeah, once you get used to driving
'Cause
back
I've been
and
going
forth
there for a while now, so it seems like a quick ride.
And what makes it all just so much terrible more is all the construction that's going on.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, oh my God.
As you and I battled on the way in.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to make it in.
Yeah.
I swear that's when because I'm usually here by 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I always tell the band members, you know, or even the individual artists, you know,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you have to set up, you know, I'll be here by 3:00, so that way, you know, if you want a whole hour before we go on the air, you know, you
Right.
could have time. But it's like, dude, I'm not kidding you. I was worried for a minute. I was worried because I was well. First off, I had to drop off a buddy of mine. He's hanging out with his parents at the Yogi Bear Park.
Okay.
Right off of 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank God that's the way I end up coming, and you know it's just right up there. But I mean, you know, the way we started out, you know, it was the traffic was bad all the way from Calumet Avenue on.
Mm-hmm.
And we were trying to go around, and then we get caught by a train on top because you know how Calumet is.
Oh, yeah.
I
Big
mean,
time.
there's like a train like every block
Yeah.
on that street, and it's like you got to be kidding me. And little by little, I'm like, you know, and then
Plus
what
every
happened?
stop, then you hit every stoplight.
Well, yeah, but then what happened was I was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot over to Ridge Road, and we'll just go down Ridge. It'll be quicker. Okay, so that's what I did, and we started moving okay, and I don't know what made me think this, but you know, as we're driving on Ridge, I see the expressway, and it's going. The traffic's going fine. I'm like, okay, so I jump back on. It's like, wait a minute, I'm on 65, and I'm going south. I'm heading to Indianapolis, and it's like, oh my, what, you know? So we had to spin back around.
Yeah.
And then that's when I called you because that's when I was on 20. Hey man, you know, because I didn't know where were you stuck at?
Just 8094. They're doing construction all the way up to Ripley, and then even after that.
Yeah.
So it
did
just,
you get
it
off
just
on
sits.
Ripley or did you go?
No,
all
I
the way
just sat. I mean,
You sat the whole
Yeah.
time. You're kidding me.
Well, my GPS said that I was going to be here, you know, like 3:30 at the latest. So I was like, all right, well, I'll make it in time. So
Wow.
so
Yeah,
I sat in. But yeah, it was. I think because I got on at 65, so it was I think 5 miles for sitting, but it went quick, I guess.
Ah man, yeah. Well, like
But you had a farther trip than me. So.
Well, yeah, and you know, catching it from Illinois, it's just I don't know what it is. And then you know what it also is too, that you know we're 65 meets, you know, everybody merges on and all. Yeah, I don't know what it is. You know, everybody drives it. You know, if you're going to go on 65 south, you have to get over.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why these people, you know, they know they have to get over, but they're not doing it till the very last minute. And then, you know, that's when, you know, it's already backed up. Now you're backing it up even more because, you know, you got some moron trying to cross over 4 lanes of
Right.
traffic that's moving not even like a mile an hour.
Right.
So now you're slowing everybody down even more because now you're braking so you can get. You know, it just makes me want to strangle people. I don't know. Like, you know, we all learned how to drive. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, or and like how you said by Ripley too. I don't know what it is by Ripley, and I maybe you've seen this before, but you know how when you get by Ripley, after you come over that little hill, that's where the lane it goes from 4 to 3, and it emerges, and you always got these clowns that are racing you. To
beat you on the merge,
yeah, and they'll go all the way to. It's like you know the road ends. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's my rant for the day. So I don't know how you stay. I don't know how you stood. And I would have got. You know, I got off of it.
Yeah.
So I take 20. I take 20 all the way home now.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, with you and Valpo though, I mean, you can't take 20 because then you got to shoot over. Mm-hmm. So which way do you come then?
Well, I'm in Crown Point.
Oh, Crown Point. Yeah, that's right.
So,
well, Crown Point's still.
Yeah. So I hop on 65 right off 109th.
Oh, you get on
get
65.
On 8094 and be right over. You know, if there wasn't construction, I'd probably be here in a jiffy.
Well, but I mean, don't you on the way back home? You're going to run into that on
Again,
like by Ripley Street.
Yeah.
Isn't there any other way you can go? Can't you go down 30 or
maybe? Yeah.
You know, have you ever thought? I'm just asking because I know I get tired of sitting in the traffic.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it on the way here because I saw a sign that said Valpo University. So if I could hit Valpo U, I could take 30 all the way down and take the back roads. But
yeah.
So yeah, all depends.
I got you.
I have GPS because I get lost. I'll get lost easily.
See, yeah, from my area, you actually had to learn and read a map.
Right.
Well, but it's easy now too. You know, I just, you know, on my phone, give me directions, and you know, by car you're only 12 minutes away.
Yeah, if you walk.
If you walk. Here, wait. You know what? I want to do another song off your EP here. I want to play "Take It Slow."
Okay.
You want to give it a little front sell to this or anything? You want to tell us a little bit about it, or you just want to jump right into it?
Yeah, so this is a story about another common factor that a lot of people have shared. It's a one-night stand. That's what the story of the song is.
Uh-huh.
And if you listen to the words, it gets right into the heat of the moment at the beginning, and then it works its way back to figure out how it even happened in the first place. So it's kind of like the song's called Take It Slow because people kind of jump in sometimes way too fast and they don't even remember it. So
amen to that.
So that's what this song is, just a story about those times.
Okay. All right, right here. Take It Slow with Frank Ruvoli on the Music Box, AM 1420 WIMS.
Ready? 1,
Ready.
2, 3, 4. Like a vine on a tree, you spread yourself on me. Oh, how you taste so sweet. I'm gonna ride the wind and see where it takes me, 'cause where I've been wasn't always easy. I used to dream of a girl that looked just like you. Now all my dreams have come true. Oh, oh, it's just me and you. And if I run away, I'll run away with you. But let's take it slow. Oh, oh. It's where two turns to one. Girl, ain't it fun? Up and down we dance for love. I don't wanna blink, I'm afraid I might miss you getting lost in my kiss. Oh, oh, it's just me and you. And if I run away, I'll run away with you. But let's take it slow. Oh, oh, let's take it slow. Just flopping around. It is crazy how this had all began. Never thought that this would happen. I was watching you, but you had not a clue. All the things I could see about you. As you went along, you must not have thought how the dress you wore revealed it all. Oh, oh, it's just me and you. And if I run away, I'll run away with you. But let's take it slow. Oh, oh, just take it slow. Just take it slow. Just take it slow.
You know, like we're talking off mic, and I want to say it again. You know, the way you word your lyrics, you have a very clever way of writing things, man. Yeah. How long? How long did you take you to develop something like that, or did you always have it with you?
I don't know if I always had it. I think, you know, what's funny is when I first started writing songs, I would really listen in conversation with people, like how people say things.
Yeah, so, you're intense, man. I even interviewing you. You know, you're like one of the first people where, like, you know, you're actually like.
Yeah,
you know, you look right. It could be almost intimidating at times.
Oh, I hope I'm not intimidating.
Oh, hell, no, man. I'm no way. No, it's great because you're finally somebody that, you know, you have a conversation with them, looking right at you. So go ahead. I didn't mean to you know, break your thought.
Oh no, you're fine. So like on the early stuff, when I was, as I said earlier, I'd researched a lot of songwriting from different people and bought some songwriting books. And you know, a lot of the things that they say is when you're starting to write, you're trying to be over poetic. Or, you know, a lot of people, that is, try to be over poetic or try to think that they're writing a song and they have to do, you know, like their metaphors have to be just so crazy. So they said when you write a song, try to be as conversational as possible. That's how the songs flow the best, when you're conversational. Your conversation of the lyrics goes over the music. You know, kind of as you were saying when we were off mic. So anyway, so when I was doing that, I would listen to what people were saying in conversations and kind of how they said it. And if there was something funny or something like clever, the way somebody
You remember it.
said something in a story or whatnot, I would write it down
Really?
and try to use it in a song. Because even
Wow.
like, you know, the old adages or something that people might say,
Sure.
I would use that. Yeah. So it's just kind of the way people say things that are kind of always
That's pretty
poetic.
interesting,
But
man. Yeah, that's real interesting.
so that's kind of how I started, like kind of getting those written down and kind of using that. And then, you know, just playing with stuff and thinking about like vine on a tree. I thought that worked well in that situation. So
yeah, I mean, what it's
Yeah.
this clever, man, real clever.
yeah,
So, and you know what? How do you? It's dirty, but not dirty.
right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
I don't know how, you know, how the way to word it.
Dirty but respectful. Right.
Well, no, but you know what? To me, every song, you know, like what we said about, you know, when you're talking about that, like with this one, it's flirty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and you know, you're flirting, and it's in a cute way though. You know, like you're saying, you know, if a girl hears it, it's going to put a smile on her face, like, okay,
Right.
you know, because you know you're smoother than the average cat.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I like about that. That's
Yeah.
cool as hell, man.
Yeah.
So I want to jump into another song. Do you mind we do another
No,
one?
go
I
ahead.
want. All right, I'm going to do Good Enough. So if you want to give a
Cool.
little front sell to that one, go right ahead.
Cool. Yeah, this
So-
is actually a very old song. This is one that I wrote a long time ago when I first started writing songs. And
So back in college.
yeah. So I actually just thought it'd be a good one to bring out. And
Well, what made you hold on to it so long before you finally put it on a E EP?
I really like this song. The rhythm of it is
Yeah.
kind of hard to play on acoustic guitar. I mean, it's really all picking.
Okay.
So if I'm not, you know, if I'm not really ready to play it,
Yeah.
and I try to play it, there'll be a lot of like, you know, I'll muffle a lot of chords.
You got to
And
something you really got to
be
warm
warmed
up
up
to.
for. Yeah. So
Okay.
and I just started playing with the bass is what really helps this song on the recording.
Okay.
So the bass kind of takes over, which is, you know, I wanted to record this song, and then once I put the bass and the drums to it, I was like, man, this works perfect. So this is definitely going on.
All right.
So
Okay. All right. Right here, Good Enough with Frank Ruvoli on the Music Box.
It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about what we got. Could be a saint, it could be a devil, but people only care what's in your life. Build a house out of a hammer and stone, it's still not as good as a king who had to serve and build him a castle that he never could. Wear it on your finger, or have it in your stare, 'cause as long as you show that you got it, the rest, no one really cares, no. No one really cares. Am I good enough for you? Or are you good enough for me? Guess we'll have to wait and see if we're both good enough for ourselves. So come on and look, come on and see all the little things people might just do to get a couple more pennies. Oh, if you're living in the street, or if you're living nice and neat, we all know that we can never get too much to eat. Oh, but if you got some more after the meal is done, you can get some ice cream and ride around on your high horse. Ride on your high horse. Am I good enough for you? Are you good enough for me? Guess we'll have to wait and see if we're both good enough for ourselves. Good enough for you? Are you good enough for me? Guess we'll have to wait and see if we're both good enough for ourselves. Are you good enough for me? Am I good enough for you? Guess we'll have to wait and see if we're both good enough for ourselves.
Woo! Yeah, Frank Ruvoli right here on the Music Box. Good Enough was the name of the song. It's off of the EP. Once again, called Places I've Been. See, I'm thinking ahead of myself.
Yep.
I'm thinking Ben and I'm talking and merge words together and all that. Well, hey, got about 10 minutes left here, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything that you want to talk about that we didn't promote or push, or you want to give out more of your information again? Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. We got, so you can get this EP off of frankrivolimusic.com. Ruvoli spelled R-U-V as in Victor, O-L-I. So again, frankrivolimusic.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I got a YouTube channel.
Awesome.
You could also get the CD at any live show or on iTunes and Spotify. And be ready for my next album coming out, Dreamers. Hope to have it completely finished and out in August.
In August.
So I've been promoting it for a little while, but I just got to make some tweaks.
Well, no, but like we were talking about earlier, when you get them tweaks done, I think you'll get it done. Because you're just that kind of person.
Yeah. And again, that's the beauty of having the ability to record anytime.
And then on Monday too, when I catch up at the Rhino, will you have your CDs available so everybody can get them? Right?
Rhino, I won't have them because actually I sold out recently.
Oh, okay. No, that's great.
Which is great.
That's good to hear that you sold out, man.
So I gotta get my new order in. So, but most of the time I have them on me.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, did you feel like do you want to do something live, or you want me to play another tune off of your CD?
I know a lot of people like Sweetwater, and it'll be better off the recording than it will.
All right, well, we'll do that one next year.
So yeah.
Sweetwater. You want to do Sweetwater next?
Yeah. So this is actually a beautiful tune, and actually, Down by the Waterfront's almost an intro into that song.
Okay.
And Sweetwater is about a place that my girlfriend and I go to. It's her brother-in-law's family cottage. And it's just, it's only an hour and a half away. It's in Plymouth, right around Plymouth, Indiana.
Nice.
And it's just that far enough away where you're on a lake.
Get away from everybody.
And it feels like you're miles away.
Yeah.
But, we all go with friends and family, and it's just a great time. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, go home Sunday night.
Yeah, it's nice
and
to have something like that.
Yeah, so I actually wrote 3 different songs about that place. And this was the one that came out and was like, this really grasps the feel. And
sweet.
So yeah, it's Sweetwater because it's about being on a lake.
Awesome. All right, here's Sweetwater right here with Frank Ruvoli on the Music Box.
Oh, hop in the car and let's go away to that magical place, to our getaway, and leave it all behind. The routine lives that we live, go to that magical place where we can just be kids. We're on Sweetwater, where we love one another, and we can be just who we are. We don't have to go very far, just Sweetwater. Oh, soak up the sun and let it melt away all of the pain life throws our way. We can be who we are and not who we pretend to be. Share it with our friends. I hope it never ends. We're on Sweetwater, where we love one another, and we can be just who we are. We don't have to go very far, just love.
Yeah. Dude. I want to visit this place just from hearing this song now.
Yeah?
That's
what it's supposed to be.
That's how it gives you that feel, man.
Yep.
How long did it take you to put that together?
That song?
Yeah.
That was a while, because I wrote a few other songs about that place.
You did. Yeah.
And they were a little slower. I mean, like Down by the Waterfront, that was my second attempt at that song. And it was kind of like, Down by the Waterfront's beachy, but it didn't really grasp what I was trying to make it feel.
We'll play it in a second. But
sure. And then Sweetwater, I had that riff, that do with the acoustic. I was like, man, this feels right, and then
so
from there on out.
That's basically what made you pick that song over the other two then.
Yeah, that, and I started writing the chords, or the lyrics started coming out, Sweetwater, and I was like, this is exact, it just felt right. It was exactly how I wanted to describe the place.
Awesome.
Feel and words and everything. So
Sorry about that. That was my phone. I don't know who's texting me. Everybody knows I'm on the air this time, so don't bug me. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry, man. We have one more song, Down by the Waterfront. Now, and it's like a spin-off of the one we just heard, you said, right?
Yeah, so this was the second attempt to write a song about Sweetwater. And it's a short song. I think it's only about 2.5 minutes or so. But I figured I would record it because I like the way it sounded. And it's a little slower than Sweetwater, so I kind of use that as an intro into Sweetwater. Especially when I play live Sweetwater, I'll play Down by the Waterfront first.
Yeah.
And then go right into Sweetwater.
Into Sweetwater. Yeah, I'm sure it flows. Well, I mean, we'll play it backwards, But, I mean, but Frank, that's the end of the show, man.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Dude, I want to tell you, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Glad I ran into you. Glad I met you over there at Nick's gig. And, of course, Brian. Then we have to have both you and Brian on again if you want. And I know Brian does his individual stuff, too, so I'll have to get a hold of him. And I know, I'll see you guys tomorrow night then.
Yeah, if you do. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you call it? Over at the Rhino.
Yep.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yep.
So, all right, we're going to hang out afterwards. We're going to head over to Fire and Water,
cool.
right?
Love it.
Going to get something to drink and get something to eat and all that.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks a lot for coming in, Frank.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Dude, anytime you want to come back in, you're welcome.
Great. Thank you.
All right. All right, everybody. Now, don't forget, obviously, next week, 4th of July weekend, so I'm going to be running the best of. So I will not be here next week, so I'm going to tell you, play safe. Make sure you don't blow any fingers off or anything like that, for the 4th of July weekend. The following week, on the 9th, I'm going to have Cooking Country in studio again. Billy Wayne, the guys are going to come in and have a great time. They're always a lot of fun. So until then, I'm going to shake it loose, and we're going to cut out here with Frank's last song, Down on the Waterfront, all right? So once again, remember, Frank Ruvoli, the EP is called Places I've Been. And you can get it anywhere. Help me out again, Frank.
iTunes, Spotify, FrankRuvoliMusic.com.
Okay.
And at live shows. As soon as I get my new order.
As soon as you get more copies.
Yeah.
In. All right. Okay, everybody. Well, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Until then, I'm going to shake you loose. And here's Frank's last song right here, Down by the Waterfront. Take care.
And where can we go to be just us? So let's take